the gym, the sweat ran off my skin. They thought I ran out of breath, but I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them flap in the wind. No guts, no glory, no pain, no gain. These are actions of men. My teammate is a warrior, got my back to the end. My offense is God sent. You gon' have to defend. My crossover is vicious. I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your style is a flagrant foul. Your score, I'ma take it down. All of your trash talking was pointless. Say it now. You slacking in goaltending. My actions are bone chilling. Got the home court advantage. I'm back on the road winning. Road winning.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold a city down anyhow. They gon' have to really bow. Totally dominate the game in front of any crowd. I keep it 100 while you only keep it 50 thou. I can conquer any style. Victory is in me now. My time is now. Who said it was later? It comes natural. I got a competitive nature. Look at them guys when I'm coming. They be hot and I'm hunting. Luckily they been ducking me. You see lots of them running. Challenges I embarrass them. They a dime in a dozen. Full of fire just like a dragon straight out of the dungeon. I'm just rising above it. You just lied to the public. I serve a purpose. You nervous with butterflies in your stomach. Don't try to intimidate me. You couldn't scare me with lip. I'm spontaneous, smart, dangerous, fancy and quick. My trainer told me to work. He ain't prepared me to quit. I'm the only captain who's sailing this championship.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
Look what happened when the game got sloppy. Introducing the Lone Ranger and Kimo Sabi. The horses were big, the 10-gallon tracks. The hood cowboys with the 10-gallon raps. Racking ACG boots and baseball caps. I agree, this ain't a simulation of the doo-doo. This is the shot said to get used to. Gangstar foundation to treat. We branched off, shine eye. Just waited our chance to blast off. Year rounds in possession of Black Poet, Nick Khalil, the NYGs. I'm making diamonds out of pressure. My pipes are intact. Don't believe me? Ask your boy to back to the track. These recordings be important and responsible for drama like Sarah Palin, Joe Biden, McCain, and Obama.
Man, listen, we be on a life or death mission. Get paid like tuition or caged up in prison. One time for your mind, two ghetto politicians. 3 for all my niggas locked down in the system. Man, listen, we be on a life or death mission. Get paid like tuition or caged up in prison. One time for your mind, two ghetto politicians. 3 for all my niggas locked down in the system.
NYG.
They said New York fell off. Who bringing New York back? I'm like, where we went? What part of the game is that? We've been here the whole time, anxiously waiting. And the streets paper chasing, pre-testing our patience. Now stop the presses. Listen up, this is not a lecture. More like a message with a flow that's as hot as peppers. Pop the only way you can stop this villain. I'm sick with it, couldn't with amoxicillin. I've been the illest, this ill kid, Operation Red. Though I never contemplated that. Then that's a rap, turn your pages to 03. Chapter NYG's, Panthers my code D. Listening, y'all can hear a lyrical street. Narcotics, raw dens. Rap don't work, find us in Tennessee. Looking for bucks, and if they still tend to
NYG.
We appeal to those that feel.
Practice freedom of speech and refuse to hold back. Hey, what you say?
NYG.
Introducing them long range and key most.
The entire I realize this. Respect this here.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Warriors.
We're going to bring you an interconference matchup in this one as the Cavaliers come from Cleveland to play this one. Home court advantage goes to the Warriors playing here at the Oracle Arena. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's the Warriors to start out. Look at Cleveland's starting group. LeBron and Love are to the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5. Now here's Barnes. And stolen by James. The dish to Smith. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Smith's got the opening basket of the game for the Cavs. On defense, Cleveland. How much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
And talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
And both free throws good for Green.
You know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38. And last year, down to 35.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Bogut with a clean look. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bogut's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Here's Irving. Smith outside. Here's Thompson. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Thompson's got his first basket.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Curry kicks to Green. Inside. Stolen by Thompson. James outside. In the corner, Smith with it. It's rebounded by Curry.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
Thanks, Doris. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Irving against Curry. Green, the screen. 5 on the clock. Elbow shot, and it's sent back by Irving. Thompson against LeBron. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And it's Smith missing.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down. Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
And it's sent back by Bogut. Down low. And the rejection by Smith. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. He feeds it to Irving. Love outside. Good on the three-point shot. Love's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
Now here's James after the miss from Stephen Curry. Off the screen. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start to his season, his return to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Green. Kicks it out to Barbosa. Deflects the pass. And stolen by James. Cleveland moving it around. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And that atmosphere that LeBron was after, I mean, he described it as wanting a family-like atmosphere. And to touch on the Cleveland atmosphere, you know, you could see as the season unfolded, it became a big part of what LeBron was able to accomplish in Miami, starting to work itself into that roster.
And the Warriors making a change here. Ezeli's checked in. Here is Livingston. He dishes it to Iguodala. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Iguodala's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside jumper. Dishes it to Dellavedova. They set the pick. The drive by Shumpert. The Warriors pull it in.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
The Warriors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Free throw good, Livingston. He hits both from the stripe.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
It's LeBron with the drive. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Barbosa kicks to Livingston. And again, no good by Golden State. Here's Dellavedova. No good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Cleveland ahead. They're up by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And now a chance to hear from Stephen Curry about the team's struggles of late.
Whether we made shots or not, we felt like we had a chance to win. And I think we kind of got away from that. It's been a struggle to get that momentum back on both ends of the floor at the same time. And especially playing good teams, and so it's not going to be easy. Nothing in this league is, and you got to find a way to get it done.
You know, Clark, when you hear a talent as tremendous as Curry talk about what a struggle it is, you know you're watching just outstanding basketball.
Well, I tell you what, I like that kind of serious and focused attitude that's really always been Curry's approach. It's one of the reasons he's always working to get better and hone and upgrade his game. How he's able to take it that one notch forward each season.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another thing, I mean, they've done a great job early of creating chaos on defense, being disruptive and getting steals through the first half of today's game.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Azili is out there with Iguodala. And it's Rush in at the 3 spot. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Now, here is Irving. And the rejection by Azili. Right side Curry. And that misses. That would have put him up. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Andrew Bogut checked in for Golden State.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
The Cavaliers have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much, he got to sit a number of fourth quarters. And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Hart. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
The Cavaliers trailing. Outside Irving. To the inside. Love. And it's sent back by Bogut. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. He was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
Well, Cleveland shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Here's Shumpert. And the rejection by Ezeli. Curry passes to Thompson. The shot no good. Good D by Love.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
No problems knocking that one down. Irving's got 5.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Back to Curry. Takes the 3. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. Cleveland ball. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Outside Irving. Another miss by Irving.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Curry dishes to Ezeli, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Irving against Thompson. Irving attacking, and the rejection by Ezeli.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Feeds it to Thompson. Pass to Curry. And a wide open look for Iguodala. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Ezeli. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Ian Clark subbed in for Klay Thompson. Spates checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Curry.
Sean Livingston.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Mozgov. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Here is Livingston. Just 5 on the clock. The pass to Green. Lets it fly. And it's Golden State with another. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck, how about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Mozgov sets a screen for Smith. And it's Spates with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Here's Clark. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Now here's Barnes. T right on him. He's off from 17 feet. Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
And the Warriors with some changes. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Spates. Klay Thompson comes in for Ian Clark. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston. Now here's Curry. And 1:01 left to play here in the half. Kicks it to Green. Fade away. And the Warriors miss again.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders. But thus far, he's proved to be worth it. And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Mozgov hits them both. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade, you can see it affect the way they came out of the gate.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now here's Fry, guarded by Green. And Fry kicks to LeBron. There's the pick. Pass to Dellavedova. Fires for 3. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
For 3.
And here is Curry. Screened by Bogut. Curry with a wide open look. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And that's a big bonus for him to end the quarter as he just beats the buzzer.
That's superb clock management there, maximizing every second of the clock in that situation. Well done.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Cavaliers.
Yes, Kevin, here with Stephen Curry. And Steph, you've had to deal with a lot of defensive pressure. What do you need to do to counteract that?
I just got to slow down. I mean, we're playing good defense, trying to trap the ball screens and take them on the 3-point line. But, you know, just got to be aggressive, keep getting shots up, making the right plays, and no turnaround.
Steph, thank you so much. Kevin, it's not easy in the NBA.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Efficiency, efficiency, efficiency.
the 3 E's, Shaq. That's all I got to say. They've avoided turning the basketball over, and that's a recipe for success. Now, here's how they do it. By sacrificing the highlight reel plays, you get good looks, and those home run plays will still come.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You have to like what we're seeing from J.R. Smith.
That slasher mentality was on display in that first half. He got to the rim consistently.
Boy, I tell you what, he's got that great first step, and he must have had some quickness porridge or something, because he looks a little faster today than normal.
Yeah. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the 5. And guys, I would have to say one of the most underrated defensive players in the NBA, Draymond Green. Might not be the case anymore after coming in second in the Defensive Player of the Year voting last year.
Yep, he might not look the part. You know, undersized, but you talk to the scouts and the stat geeks, they'll tell you he's one of the best in the game defensively.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And a wide open look for James. The offensive rebound. Thompson misses. Warriors trail by 4 to the paint. And Thompson throws it down.
And guys, right now the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Irving passes to James. Love outside. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the 3rd.
Green with a screen on Irving. Curry dishes to Green. And the layup is good. Green's got 6 points.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
To the middle. Irving misses.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Barnes can't get it to go.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Irving kicks to Love. The screen from Thompson. And Love gets it to go. Love's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Now Curry. Green, the screen. Curry kicks to Green. Out to Thompson. Here's Bogut. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Smith outside. No one near him. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Smith's got 8 points. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut, and it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Shumpert is checked in for Smith. LeBron kicks to Thompson, and he gets it to go. He's got 7.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
And Love throws it down.
Well, it's gone back and forth for a while here, but they're really starting to push out. They're looking good right now. Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they play best midseason. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
And the Warriors with some changes. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson, and it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Kyrie Irving. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
Greg, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually call him Mo Buckets. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Kevin Love.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking them.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
Dellavedova kicks to LeBron. Pass to Shumpert. There's 1:47 left to play here in the third. Clock at 6. Iguodala against James. Can't get it to go. Excellent D here by Iguodala. Leandro Barbosa on the wing. Inside. Here's Green. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
LeBron passes to Fry. The feed to Mozgov. And that's good off the glass that time. Mozgov's got 8 points.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Livingston kicks to Barbosa. Spade sets a screen for Barbosa. To the paint. They kick it out to Green. That one's good from the corner. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Cavaliers leading by 8. LeBron dishes to Mozgov. Good, and the assist goes to James. 10 points for Timofey Mozgov.
And it looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
Iguodala kicks to Livingston. Green left side. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Brandon Rush is checked in for Golden State. Ian Clark comes in for Leandro Barbosa. Cleveland's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. James with it. There's the pick. 2 on the clock. Can't get it to go. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cavaliers ahead. They're up by 10. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Warriors trail by 10. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Curry in at the 1 spot. That's the Warriors' 5. Outside Irving. Back to Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Love outside. No good. So Golden State will take it the other way. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Here's Dellavedova, guarded by Curry. The screen from Thompson. On the wing, Irving. He kicks to Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And 12 points for Kevin Love. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
Cleveland moving it around. Thompson. Warriors with the rebound. Barnes has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Out to the wing. Shoots from the corner. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Irving with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. James checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He got after them and told them to turn up the intensity, saying, we've put ourselves in a corner, and now we've got to fight our way out. Show me what you have. Let's see if we've got what it takes, guys.
The screen from Thompson. Bogut the pass to Curry. Back to Bogut. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. LeBron dishes to Smith. Love kicks to Thompson. And it's sent back by Bogut. And it's the Warriors on the break. And Green slams it in.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
And guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Irving against Curry. 6 to shoot. Irving with a clean look. And he connects with the jumper. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for the Cavs.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
And Love throws it down.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
You know, Kevin, you can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Over in the corner, Barnes, outside Curry. James against Barnes. Here's Curry. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Cleveland leading by 12. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man. And just he has an air about it.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Love. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
And thank you for that, Doris. And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more, Clark, assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Curry against Irving. Outside Curry. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 8th assist in the game.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Irving passes to Smith, and Smith gets double-teamed. James kicks to Irving, and the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Cavaliers.
You're right there, Steve. And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, Clark, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
Well, it deflates the opposition when you can be pesky defensively, and then it sparks your offense, and that's what happened for them. When you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's hard to overcome that kind of defensive pressure.
A good win, and a lot went into it, but I just like the showing for Irving. He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Thompson dishes to Irving, and that one's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 14.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
LeBron passes to Irving. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are in the midst of yet another.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille. Kyrie Irving. He put up a new season high tonight. And if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here.
Kyrie, Whew, I mean, you know, this dude is a composed, mature leader. Along with all that mental.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie.
The Cavaliers to start out. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the center. A nice shot by Irving. Kyrie Irving, an explosive scorer. We all know that. His rate of assists continually dropping over his NBA career. And Greg, does he need to be more of a pure point guard?
You know, he does have the advantage of playing with LeBron James, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career, because right now they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
You know, one thing you can say about Kyrie Irving, as he's gotten more talent around him, he's become much more efficient offensively. Shot selection had been a question for him, but no longer as he's gotten more help.
Here's Green, finished off the break. Green's got his first bucket in this one.
And I love that the instant that steal was made, they were out in the open floor.
Ball pressure leading to the run out. Man, it doesn't get much nicer than that. That is sweet, sweet stuff.
Now here's LeBron. Back to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. The three-pointer, no good.
And Irving with multiple 55-point games last season. The first player to do that since the great Kobe Bryant back in '07.
Now LeBron. After the missed three from Stephen Curry. Stolen by Thompson. To the inside, Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Barnes has got his first points of the night.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Guys, just watching Kevin Love, he brings so much to the table. But if you had to pick one thing, Clark, it might be the rebound.
I agree with you. I mean, he's not super athletic, doesn't blow you out of the water with his athleticism, but a few seasons back, this guy averaged 15 rebounds a game.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops.
And guys, you look at what makes Love such a prolific rebounder. Great anticipation. I mean, he has the broad shoulders to create space in the paint, the strong anchor to hold his position. It's no wonder he's been a dominating force on the glass at every level since high school.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Barnes kicks to Bogut. Green against Love. Bogut dishes to Curry. Curry with another miss.
You know, regarding Kevin Love, he had a number of difficult transitions to make last season. Most of all, perhaps on the offensive glass. He averaged less than 2 a game after averaging 3 or more a game every other season.
And here is Curry following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Thompson right side. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
First personal foul, teams first.
Guys, you gotta love the versatility of Klay Thompson. He provides so much at that two-guard position.
Well, he can defend 3 positions, Kevin. And offensively, he does everything you want done from the two-guard spot. He can play with or without the ball.
Now, here is Smith. LeBron with a screen on Barnes. The screen from Thompson. And a wide-open look for Irving. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And that's now 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
And Thompson's certainly in the conversation for the best two-way shooting guard in basketball. There's really not much he doesn't do well.
And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And it's the Warriors on the break. Curry's got the ball. Thompson passes to space. Smith against Curry. And a wide open look for Iguodala. And again, no good by Golden State.
And Thompson's much more active running the pick and roll lately. A great pocket passer. And, of course, the defense has to stay glued to him because of that ability to knock down shots.
Now, here's LeBron. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. No good off the back of the rim.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Dishes it to space. Back to Curry. 6 to shoot. Knocks it loose. It's taken away by Smith. A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Here's Fry. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Fry's got his first bucket of the night.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best three-point shooters, but such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles, sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson, and it's Livingston in for Curry. Here is Livingston. There's a minute left in the first. There's the pick. Back to Iguodala from about 19 feet, and it's good off the glass. Greg, on the topic of Smith, you never know what his personality is going to bring to the game, or Clark, even the moment.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Moment to moment, it's an adventure. When the good JR is rolling, he's knocking down threes, playing solid D, creating havoc for the opponent. Bad JR is taking and missing wild shots, going to sleep on defense, and causing problems for his own team.
Yeah. Here's Shumpert. Puts up the baby hook. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And, Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
And the Warriors making a change here. Ezeli's checked in. 17 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Tipped away. LeBron outside. There's the 3. Can't hit. Livingston. No luck. And that concludes the first quarter of play. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it, and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and you know, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Ezeli is out there with Iguodala. Then there's Harrison Barnes. Then there's Livingston. And it's Clark in at the 2 spot. Barnes against LeBron. And he goes in for the dunk.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Here's Livingston. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Livingston's got his second basket. Cleveland leading by 5. So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that. Did you?
Yeah, right,
No.
right. Yeah, he probably just drone on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No. Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Festus Ezeli. Green comes in for Andre Iguodala. Thompson, he's checked in for Ian Clark. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He wants his guys taking away the threat of the outside shot on defense, telling them, quote, don't let the long-range shot hurt us. Always be ready to pop out on them in three-point land. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Smith against Curry. Smith kicks to Irving. Back to Smith. Down low. Here's Thompson. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists in the game. Warriors trail by 7.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
To the inside, and Thompson throws it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
Curry kicks to Bogut. Back to Curry. Screen by Bogut. Curry dishes to Bogut. Out to Thompson from deep. That's good. Thompson's got 8. For J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
Here's Shumpert. No good. So Golden State will take it the other way. The drive by Green. Curry kicks to Barnes. There's the dish to Bogut. And the officials call a traveling violation. And some changes here for the Warriors. Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Rush in for Barnes. And Cleveland with a change here too. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Green, the pass to Thompson, and he gets it to go. And now just a 4-point Cleveland lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Curry against Irving. Thompson in the corner. Baseline jumper. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And 12 points for Klay Thompson.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Love kicks to Irving. Back to Love. Uncovered. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
Curry kicks to Rush. 24 seconds left to play here in the half. That is good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Thompson against Irving. Smith dishes to Shumpert. It's a pick by Love. The drive by Shumpert. Love wide open. He fires. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Love's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that...
And we're through the first...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Everybody, welcome back to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny Smith. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 8 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Their three-point shooting in the first half was atrocious. Ugh, ugly, awful, nasty. It's not that they're just missing shots. It's like they just keep taking the shots. Hold on, Ernie. Hey, you, whatever your number is.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Some really terrific numbers for Thompson. 12 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5. Cavaliers leading.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
And the shot is good.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Curry kicks to Bogut. Now here's Barnes. Golden State moving it around. Thompson passes to Curry. Thompson with the rebound. Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league and Greg, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons. Kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Timeout called, Cleveland.
And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
You know, Bogut, as I recall, Clark was so distraught by those injuries that at one point he thought he might retire.
Yeah, he gave some serious thought to packing it in after the 2013 season, Kevin. Luckily for his team, though, he worked through it and is as strong as ever at the defensive end.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Love. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. Warriors trail by 6. Green, the screen. Outside Curry. To the paint. Bogut in the corner. Plenty of space. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. The Cavaliers leading by 6. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Dellavedova dishes to LeBron. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Cavaliers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And no good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. And some changes here for the Warriors. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Green. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here is Livingston. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way. Here's Smith. Barnes grabs the miss. Warriors trail by 6. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin. That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
James outside. Here's Thompson. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Golden State. Ian Clark comes in for Leandro Barbosa.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The screen from Thompson. Here's Dellavedova, and the rejection by Ezeli.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff. And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Ezeli. Draymond Green comes in for Andre Iguodala. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Ian Clark. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. And then for Cleveland, Fry comes in for Thompson. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Smith.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
LeBron kicks to Shumpert. They set the screen. Inside, here's Fry, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing in back at Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Fry was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
And he gets it to go. And it's 7 points for Steph Curry. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Down low. Fry, good.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Warriors have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Curry passes to Thompson. No one near Curry as he lets it go. That's short off the rim.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And here is Mozgov. Shumpert dishes to Mozgov. Shot clock at 5. Dellavedova kicks to Fry. Here's Shumpert. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the pass to Bogut. Golden State moving it around. Green, the pass to Curry. Cavaliers with the rebound.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And it's good. Fry's got 10 points in the game.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Well, through 3 quarters of play. And the final period of play just about to start. Cleveland leading by 10. Thompson and Iguodala on the perimeter. Green is out there with Maurice Spates, and it's Curry in at the point. That's the Warriors 5.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Iguodala dishes to Green. An even 3-on-3 break. And it's sent back by Spates. And they'll keep possession. The shot's good from Smith. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Cleveland.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
Curry kicks to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 8. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And that's his go-to move right there in the low post.
Irving drives in. And Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist by Irving. Thompson's got the lead up to 14 now for Cleveland. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that...
You know, on the surface, it might seem questionable to attempt a dunk like that when you're behind, but I think he's just trying to give him a spark.
What a dunk it was.
And he's got that awe factor. Even look at us. We're all sitting here just waiting for when he goes airborne.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And the shot is good. 6 points for Smith.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Curry against Irving. Curry kicks to Spates. Thompson outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Down low, here's Thompson. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes,
bring it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight. Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Smith drives in, goes back up, and it's laid up and in by Thompson. Thompson's got 19 points.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
That's good.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Curry with another miss. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Smith kicks to Irving. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
The feed to Thompson. To the inside. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Pass to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Thompson against LeBron. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And stolen by Love. Smith drives in. They get the rebound. Thompson. His 11th attempt is no good. He's made 9 of those 11. Warriors trail by 12. Curry with it. Now Smith defending. Curry kicks to Green. Fires from 14. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Smith, the pass to Irving. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Cleveland.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Thompson. He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Maurice Spates. Now LeBron. Inside, here's Love, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're down by 14. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Different look here for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Green. Rush comes in for Andre Iguodala. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And Ian Clark subbed in for Curry. Here's Rush. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad, I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
That one's rebounded by Dellavedova. And there's a whistle. That goes on Ian Clark. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Checking in for your Warriors, Draymond Green, Harrison Barnes.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Stephen Curry.
Here's Dellavedova. Tipped away. From deep three-point range, so we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And how about the mental?
And it's the Warriors to start out. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the center filling out the middle. The #1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Irving misses. And Thompson kicks to Green. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
That's his first personal
You know,
foul.
going back to Bogut's fanfare entering the league, was third in Rookie of the Year balloting. Then he went on to have some solid, if unspectacular, years, though his shot blocking and defense were always strong.
And both free throws good for Green.
And guys, one thing people often forget to mention about Bogut, his passing. What sets him apart as a big man is his court vision, and whether it's from the high post, low post, he can create opportunities for his teammates. Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Cavaliers on D. Outside Curry. Right side Green. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Curry's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Curry against Irving. The 9-foot shot. Rebounded by Bogut. Golden State has come out of the gates quickly. 4-point game. Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
He talked about the impact of opposing big man Andrew Bogut, saying there just aren't that many 7-footers with his kind of game. A great interior defender first and foremost. We can't get tunnel vision when we attack the rim. He's got size and strength, and we can't allow him to bully us for offensive rebounds. Let's see if they can keep Bogut from having a big game, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. Curry. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
The Oracle Arena was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them one off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Oh, boy, that would have been a nice alley-oop.
Boy, really liked the thought on that play, but didn't quite get it executed. Almost made a spectacular play.
The Warriors leading.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the Warriors, and they were actually unstoppable in every way last season. Average home margin of victory was 13-plus points. A lot of those games weren't even that close as they let things get tight in garbage time.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Irving kicks to James. The baseline J. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And more on the Warriors' home dominance. Shot almost 50% as a team at home, which led the league. Shot over 41% from beyond the arc as a team.
Now here's Green. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That's exactly why you don't leave your feet until the shooter elevates. He went for that pump fake, hook, line, and sinker.
Irving kicks to Love. The shot no good, and Golden State will go the other way with it. Right side Curry. And stolen by Love. LeBron against Barnes. Dishes to Love. Buries it from three-point range.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert's checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Let's a floater go. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Now, one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
Now here's Iguodala. Kicks it to Ezeli. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Iguodala. The three-pointer no good. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Dellavedova kicks to James. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Livingston dishes to Barbosa. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. LeBron passes to Mozgov. Feeds it to James. With 4 seconds on the clock. LeBron with another miss.
Well, I think he kind of alligator-armed that one. Short-stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him, nothing rattles him.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
A lot of times the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
Yeah, why change the plan until they make you? And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward, going inside.
They've got Barbosa. Harrison Barnes is out there with Festus Ezeli. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Rush in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Warriors' 5. Curry's shot is good.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this. And, guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA. None brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
He dishes it to Rush. Barnes kicks to Rush. 6 to shoot. Baseline jumper. Stephen Curry again. Curry's got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
Thompson against Barnes. Passes it to Ezeli. Back to Barnes. Curry against Irving. Curry's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And he gets it to go. Barbosa's got 5 now.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Irving dishes to Love. To the middle, here's Thompson. That's in there. Love with the assist. Thompson's got his first points of the game.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
And the Warriors with some changes. Andrew Bogut checked in for Festus Ezeli. Draymond Green comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa. Green passes to Bogut. From the corner. It's rebounded by Cleveland. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
And it goes on a bounce. That one is off Smith. Clark, he's checked in for Barnes. And Cleveland with a change here, too. James is checked in. Now Curry. He's got 10. Bogut with a screen on Thompson. And Curry, here we go. Green. And the Warriors miss again.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Irving kicks to Love. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Irving against Curry. The dish to Green. Pass to Clark. Golden State moving it around. Shot clock at 5. It's Thompson off the drive. A stupendous finish in traffic. And the Warriors lead by 6.
That's a terrific move to the basket. The defense played that one well, but it didn't make any difference.
Left side Irving. Goes up the baseline. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Well, I tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
Spates checked in for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Steph Curry. Then for the Cavaliers, Mozgov. He's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. 1:11 left in the first half of basketball. Cavs were very strong against the West. 18-12 record for them overall, second only to the Hawks in the East.
And they really turned it on against the West from mid-January on. How about going 14-1 in the West in their last 15 matchups, and that included a 10-game win streak against the West. And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Iguodala outside. Spates with a screen on James. The drive by Green. Iguodala dishes to Green. 4 on the clock. Lets it go from the wing. Warriors the rebound. He kicks it to Iguodala. Here's Clark. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Dellavedova can't get it to go. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Warriors lead by 4.
Thank you, Kevin.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. The largest lead for them during the period. And now, folks, it's just about time for the third.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
He created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position, and it's Thompson in at the center. Screen by Bogut. Shot off the screen. Curry can't get it to go. Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. A 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin, but you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
It's Curry with the drive. Bogut the pass to Barnes. Here's Thompson. Misses off the left iron. Cleveland leading by 3. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Tries from 16. James, no good.
And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, won the MVP in international play while with Team USA. Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Boy, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP in a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean, of all the stars on that team, he shined the brightest. And I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Cleveland also making a change. Shumpert's checked in.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a 3-run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Bogut down low. It's up against Thompson. Second chance shot. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And despite some of the injuries over the years, Andrew Bogut still one of the game's best shot blockers, averaging well over 2.5 a game in his career. And Greg, he protects the rim like few others can. A rugged player.
And in last season, almost 3 block shots per game. And with all the offensive firepower around him, I think it really allows him to play to his strengths. That's why having a great team is about pieces of the puzzle fitting. He's a terrific piece for this group.
Curry kicks to Green. And the rejection by Love. Curry against Irving. Pass to Bogut. To the middle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good. That's now 8 points for Draymond Green. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Irving dishes to Shumpert. Back to Irving. And it's sent back by Bogut. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
How nice was that alley-oop? Those two really have a good connection.
Yeah, read each other so well. It's a play I'm sure, Clark, they love to run.
And as a receiver, though, he doesn't necessarily feel the need to go for that monster finish. Just the nice little silky smooth layup.
Irving passes to Love. 5 to shoot. From 11 feet away. Barnes grabs the miss. The Warriors trail. To the wing right side. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. 12 points for Steph Curry. Cleveland's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And the Cavaliers call time here.
And guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Ian Clark subbed in for Steph Curry. Here is Livingston, guarded by Shumpert. Spates sets a screen. Livingston kicks to Spates. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And speaking of Curry playing off the ball in the pass, Clark, we'd see him guarding shooting guards defensively. Some said trying to hide him against lesser offensive players.
Well, I think guarding 2 guards gave him a chance maybe to save some energy for the offensive end. But recently, Steve Kerr has had him on point guards more. You want your best players taking the challenge at both ends of the court.
The pass to Dellavedova, picked by Mozgov. Cleveland moving it around. .55 seconds left to play in the third. No good again that time.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says, but still anybody's game.
Smith, no good.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Picked by Mozgov. Dellavedova dishes to Mozgov. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova.
The assist.
Warriors have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Livingston passes to Clark. There's the feed to Livingston. It'll count. Oh, he hits it. How about that shot?
Big time, big time.
Incredible.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm, he was poised, didn't rush it at all. You got to tip your hat to him. That was well done.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Warriors leading by 3. The Splash Brothers are the guards. Ezeli is out there with Iguodala. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. That's the Warriors 5. He feeds it to Ezeli. Just 5 to shoot. Curry kicks to Thompson. No good on the 3. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Irving with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Shot from 12. And again, it's Cleveland.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
And it's the Warriors' ball. Fades and shoots. The long distance three is good.
Guys, you just can't imagine how difficult it is to hit a shot that deep. Man, that was as sweet as honey.
And I was looking over at the opposing bench. They couldn't believe it either.
LeBron dishes to Love. They get the rebound. James, three-pointer. Again, Love missing. Warriors leading by 4. Curry passes to Thompson. Ezeli kicks to Iguodala. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
It's Curry outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
That's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
Count the bucket.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he still got a lot of gas in the tank. And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Golden State. Curry with it. Dishes it to Bogut. At the elbow, it's Thompson. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
The score now all even. And 12 points for Kevin Love. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Iguodala kicks to Barnes.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons in Carolina. Remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
And the Cavaliers call time here. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He told them, the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Launches it. And again, no good by Golden State.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He has 15 points and also 3 nice steals. Whether it's making the tough pass or coming up with the steal, he's been able to do it.
You're right on with that. He's had a great feel, really, for his teammates as well as the opponent.
Smith checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. And so Irving nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Curry against Irving. Curry kicks to Green. Shot's good.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
Irving against Curry. The screen from Thompson. Irving drives in. Count that one. Irving's got 19 points.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Kicks it to Bogut. Outside, Green. Thompson outside. Bank shot, no good. Cleveland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Okay, time now for an injury report. For an update on Stephen Curry's injury, let's go to Doris Burke.
Kevin, the Warriors' head athletic trainer gave me an update. It doesn't seem like too drastic of an injury.
All right, Doris, really appreciate you finding out how he's doing.
And you know, I know everyone is rooting for him to make a quick and full recovery.
Absolutely. I mean, his teammates want him back out there as much as he wants to be back out there.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
Smith outside. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 6 assists in the game.
They've been splashing home those threes since halftime.
Marked improvement in their shooting from what we saw to start the game.
Curry dishes to Bogut. Inside and stolen by LeBron. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Irving leading the charge. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well. I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
LeBron outside. Love outside. A 3-ball. No luck. And Golden State will come the other way. Outside Curry. Thompson outside. Shoots. And James pulls it down.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
And here are the Cavaliers, leading by 5. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste here, partner.
Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
That is so tough to defend. He'll cross you over in a nanosecond. That move is next to unstoppable.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he is unable to get the second one. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. To the wing right side. Releases. Buries it. Timeout called, Cleveland. They're up by 2. 5 seconds left in the game. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Stephen Curry. That's his first personal foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Timeout called the Warriors. They trail by 3. Just 4 seconds left in the game. Thompson for the triple. Misses the tray. And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, I'm here with Kevin Love. And Kevin, a very big effort to come away with this game. What does it mean to the resiliency of this team to pull out a win like this?
We're just giving ourselves a chance to win. So, I mean, we're really just grinding it out as much as we possibly can, and we're getting better every day. So, we're happy we got this win. I got to give it all to my teammates and my coaches.
Hard work pays off, Kevin. Great job. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight. What are your thoughts, Shaq?
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart. You're being aggressive, and you're creating opportunities. What a spectacular performance.
The thing that has to jump out of you is all of those points in the paint. He found every gap in the defense that he could, and he never stopped attacking the basket. If the D was expecting him to just hang out on the perimeter, they were wrong.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
The entire